O.J. Simpson could be just hours away from being released on parole after an armed robbery conviction, but his acquittal in a dramatic 1995 murder trial still provokes very strong feelings among many Americans. A recent CBS News poll shows that 71% believe that O.J. Simpson is guilty of the murders of his former wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend Ron Goldman, but there is still a racial divide in how people see this case. About 8 in 10 white Americans think he's guilty. Just 4 in 10 black Americans believe he is. Opinion among black Americans has shifted, though. Twice as many now think that O.J. Simpson is guilty than they did back in 1995, just after his trial. In a preview of a 48-hour special tomorrow, CBS News special correspondent, that's James Brown, explores a heated dialogue among the ongoing racial divide in this country.
I think O.J. got away with so much that he really actually thought he was a god.
I've basically spent a conflict-free life.
O.J. Simpson has stood in the center of this country's fascination with race, celebrity, and justice ever since being accused of the 1994 brutal murder of his ex-wife Nicole Brown Simpson and friend Ron Goldman.
O.J. could not have committed these murders.
How often do you get to see, an American icon like this on trial for murder?
There was violence through the thread of their marriage.
911 emergency.
Can you get someone over here now to
He's back.
please?
What does he look like?
He's O.J. Simpson.
I think it's important to represent my sister. We need to look at these relationships not as abusive relationships, but as potential murder cases.
I would not have the blood of Nicole on Ron Shipp.
Ron Shipp was a close family friend. Former LAPD who had trained officers in domestic violence had tried to counsel both of them. He testified for the prosecution.
Many in the black community considered you to be a traitor.
It hit me really bad.
He divided us.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
He defined us.
You have not addressed any black person as a or spoken about black people as.
That's what I'm saying, sir.
L.A. was still reeling from the horrific images of Rodney King, a black man beaten by white police officers who had been acquitted.
Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of penal code section.
No! People weren't cheering O.J. Simpson per se. They were cheering that once it seemed that the criminal justice system balanced in favor of a black person. And still, we Americans can't get past that.
He got away with murder.
O.J. Simpson,
You're illegal to be here, man.
could not get back on track. And then there was Vegas. Convicted of robbery and kidnapping while trying to get back his own memorabilia. While Simpson was kept off the streets, America witnessed tensions between police and the black community become painfully raw. And now that racial tension is at the heart of the exploding NFL players' protest. As 70-year-old O.J. Simpson is about to walk out of prison, given parole after 9 years.
Thank you.
Not guilty of the crime.
The raging dialogue he ignited resonates louder than ever.
Why is there still a fascination associated with O.J. in 2017?
Because it reflects where we still are today on matters of race.
Boy, James Brown joins us at the table to discuss. I remember so vividly when that verdict was first released, but help us understand the timeline here about when he could actually get out of prison.
Technically, he's available to walk at 12:01 a.m. Sunday morning, but word on the street is that it will probably be Monday because the prison authorities may not want to pay all the overtime for the staff that has to be there for the media circus that certainly will occur when he does walk out of prison.
Has he said what he's going to do when he gets out of prison?
No one knows definitively, but he has articulated strongly that he wants to spend time with his kids. He's probably going to head back to Florida. Look, the terms of the parole are woven with a number of speed bumps and thickets, if you will, that he's going to have to navigate in order to not violate parole, because any violation of any of those, and he's back in, remember that sentence was from 9 years to 33 years in prison.
Any expectation he'll speak out?
About?
About his trial, about his life, about...
You mean like do an interview, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what, Charlie, you never know with O.J. I mean, his friends say that it's hard for him to stay out of the spotlight, that he probably will. And certainly we know what's going on in the country today with race still being the third rail of any conversation in any kind of group, and certainly what's happening in the NFL today. My personal opinion, I don't think that his voice would help matters at all.
Great piece of reporting.
Yeah, I can't wait
Pretty
to
sobering.
see it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. May I say, we can tell your weight loss. Congratulations.
Gail, thank you. Without the Spanx now, right? Okay, thank you very much. Okay.
Honestly, you look great. Thank you, James Brown. You can see his full 48-hour special, O.J. Simpson Endgame, Saturday night at 9, 8 Central, right here on CBS. Now, it's part of a 48 Hours double feature. And today on the CBS This Morning podcast, 48 Hours correspondent Erin Moriarty talks about her experience covering the O.J. Simpson trial, plus how 48 Hours has evolved over the last 30 years. You can listen to our podcast on iTunes and Apple's podcast app.